Hello, and welcome to the DC Overlord channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive in to this video. This series is fan casting for specific projects. Last time we did Superman Legacy, and this time we're following up with Lanterns. Highly anticipated, very exciting, and we know very little about it, but I did my best at choosing characters from the Green Lantern family and universe, and who knows if these characters will even be in the show. It's very likely that they will be saved for later appearances, but these are the people that I would choose for these roles. So, let's begin. Glenn Powell as Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan should definitely be the oldest of the Green Lanterns. Older, I should say. The oldest should be Alan Scott, but Hal should definitely be older than the rest of them. And I think Glenn Powell would do a fantastic job at showing Hal's charisma and kind of leadership role as well. Then, as John Stewart, I think John Stewart should be of similar age to Hal, but not the same age as Hal. So I would go John Boyega, slightly younger than Glenn Powell, and I think he would be able to do a fantastic job as he played Finn in Star Wars, the last Jedi and Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker, and his role was honestly robbed, and he deserves the chance at a actual lead role, and I definitely think Jon Stewart is the role for him. Then Carol Ferris I would cast as Mary Elizabeth Winstead. This might be a strange pick, but if you don't know who she is, Mary Winstead is the actress who played Gwen, I think, from Sky High. She's the main villain of the movie, and I think that's actually pretty fitting for Carol Ferris. It means that she can not only play the lover, but she can also play the villain, and she is very versatile in her acting abilities. And I think that's very important for Carol Ferris, who is kind of good, kind of bad, kind of lingers on the teeters off and on. She starts off good, becomes evil, kind of comes back to the middle. It's kind of hard to tell with Star Sapphire sometimes. And I think she would do a phenomenal job as Carol Ferris. And I would be very excited if they casted her as Carol Ferris. Now, I do know she's unfortunately part of the Ahsoka series, but honestly, Carol Ferris is so far down the line that it probably won't even matter by the time we get to her. So I think she could easily be casted, and I doubt Ahsoka is gonna last very long anyways. And I'm pretty sure she has kind of a minor role anyways. But either way, I think that she would be perfect for Carol Ferris. Then I would go with Patrick Warburton as Kilowog. Kilowog, the face doesn't matter. It's the voice that matters. The Kilowog's probably going to be mostly CGI anyways, so it doesn't really matter what he looks like. What matters is what he sounds like, and Patrick Warburton has the perfect voice for Kilowog. He just does. He's been in so many different things, and if they have to use his face, they can, but they really don't have to. So that's why I chose Patrick for that role. For Jessica Cruz, I chose Denise Tons. That might be an odd pick, but Denise is young. She's younger than John Boyega, and honestly, I think she would make a fantastic Jessica Cruz. For those of you who don't know, Denise Tons has been in multiple different roles, multiple different shows, from Big Time Rush to The Fosters, and she's shown that she is very versatile in her acting, and she also is Latino, so it kind of fits. Then I would have David Castro as Kyle Rayner. I think he looks perfect for the role. Absolutely perfect for Kyle Rayner. And he's, again, a similar age to Denise. I think he's slightly older, which is kind of fair because I think Kyle Rayner is slightly older than Jessica Cruz. So it just kind of fits, and I think, again, perfect for the role. And, of course, we would have Peter Dinklage as Ganthet, the speaking role for the Guardians. I think there's no one else who could do the role justice, and I think it'd be fitting to have him. I think the other Guardians could just be kind of just anyone, any dwarf actor or any little person actor. I think would be fitting for the role. But I think the most important one is Ganthet, and that I would cast as Peter Dinklage, the leader of OA. And I think that it would be absolutely perfect for him to play that role. Then I would have Keith David as Atrocitus. I don't know if Atrocitus is even going to be in the Lanterns. I kind of doubt he will be in it because it's kind of a bigger role. But if he is, Keith David is the one to do it. He has the perfect voice for Atrocitus, and I can see no one else. Well, I can see a couple people other than Keith David, but I think he would just deliver the deep voice that we need for Atrocitus. And again, his face doesn't really matter, but if they needed to use his face, they can. Then I would actually go with Shameik Moore as Sinestro. He's got the finesse, he's got the swag, and he's a little bit young, so we could use Sinestro for multiple things. I think as a reoccurring villain, it's kind of important for him to be a little bit younger, so that as he ages, we see him grow, we see him develop into a true arch nemesis, and that is who I would cast for the Lanterns show. Comment down below, what do you think of my picks? Would you cast somebody else? Or do you agree with my selections? Also, feel free to go check out who we casted for Superman Legacy. Some of them might surprise you, and you might disagree with some of them, but maybe some of them you'll actually like as well. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!